Well, good morning and welcome to the Morning Report. My name is Willie Lawson. I trust that you are well this fantastic, amazing day. It is the 18th of October, 2023, in the year of our Lord, and it is beautiful outside. Oh my goodness. We are in a Florida winter, 61 degrees at 10 o'clock in the morning. We are in the throes of a Florida winter. Again, we appreciate everybody who watched yesterday. We were able to simulcast the U.S. House of Representatives vote for Speaker, and we saw how that worked out. 20 people. I think a lot of people, more people hopped on after it was obvious that neither candidate was going to get the majority. It just seems stupid that 20 Republicans decided to vote for somebody else. 7 of them voted for a guy who actually voted for the person who was running in the race. 7 people voted for Stephen Scalise, and Scalise voted for Jordan, which tells you right away that these people aren't voting for Steve Scalise. They're voting a protest vote because they don't like how it worked out. They're mad at Trump. They're mad at Jordan for supporting Trump, and they are representing themselves and not their constituency. I've said that a number of times in the past 2 days. These people are representing themselves and not their constituency. So it's okay to primary them. It's okay to get them out. It's okay for them to feel the sting of their constituency, which they are no longer representing. It's okay for the now. Let me tell you about how I feel about political parties. Political parties are clubs, like the Lions Club or the any other club or the chess club or any other club. They can play by their own rules, and it's fine. So if these Republicans who are in this club, who are in this organization, independent organization, decide that, you know, if these people aren't going to play by our rules and want to expel them, they should be allowed to do so. You're out. Yes. Because, if somebody is making your club look bad, someone is making your club look like they've thrown the country into chaos. They haven't. They have not. But they're sort of falling into this left narrative that the Republican Party can't decide what it wants to do, that the Republican Party can't decide if it wants to crap or go blind. It falls into this narrative, and unfortunately, this is the dominant narrative because this is a narrative that gets pushed by the dominant media culture, a phrase that Rush Limbaugh used to use, and we could use some Rush Limbaugh today, right? We could use some Rush Limbaugh and some Andrew Breitbart, couldn't we? And some Walt Williams today, that's for sure. For instance, Adam Schiff, from the Schiff shows, said yesterday, trying to scare people that of the problem of Jim Jordan possibly becoming speaker. He tweeted this: "Today, Republicans may make Jim Jordan the speaker. Jordan would preside over the counting of electoral votes in the next election, after he was deeply involved in trying to overturn the last one. Just when you think they can't be more irresponsible, they prove you wrong." Just when you think Adam Schiff can't be any more of an idiot, he proves you wrong. Some readers added some context, and this is the cool thing about X over the old Twitter. The vice president, who's the president of the Senate, not the speaker, presides over the county electoral college votes, and whomever is chosen as speaker in October 23 will only be speaker during the the only be speaker during the January 6, 1925 electoral count if House Republicans retain a majority in November 2024. It is the vice president. Remember, that's why everybody got mad at Mike Pence, who presides over the counting of electoral votes. Now, the speaker will only be involved in on January 6, 2025, the electoral count, if indeed the House retains a majority in the November elections in 2024.
What's going on, Tampa? Jeff Dow from JD's Pressure Washing here again, and we wanted to share something really cool with you that we're going to be doing that you can be a part of. Tampa is home to 21,000 veterans. We all love our vets, and being one myself, we wanted to find a way that we could give back. So here's what we're going to do. For every 10 jobs that we do that are $300 or more, we're going to do one veteran home for free. Now, when I say home, we're talking house wash, driveway, sidewalks, and perimeter fence if they have one. So I need your help with exposure on this so that we can get the jobs that we need as well as the veteran homes to clean, which is going to be a total surprise for them. We're going to show up, knock on the door, and let them know right then and there in the moment what it is that we're going to be doing for them. It is going to be pretty cool. And here's a bonus offer for all of you who help us with this. We're also going to offer 15% off all cleaning that's over $300 just to say thanks. So if you could do me a huge favor, like, comment, and share this video so that we can get the word out and start cleaning homes of veterans right here in Tampa.
You know, it seems like people have tweeted, Adam Schiff doesn't know how elections work. No, and I keep saying this to y'all. These people aren't stupid. These people are terrible. They're awful people. He's not ignorant. He was deliberately lying. Deliberately getting this out there. He knows what he's saying isn't true. He just knows that his followers, the people that that follow him and think he's the anti-hope, the anti-Trump, right? That will fire them up all the more, right? Obviously, he's not talking to me. He's not on X.com. He's not talking to me. He's not talking to you. If you're watching this, he's not talking to you. He's talking to his followers. And I like it. I really do. That that Elon has this readers in the context now that will, hopefully hamstring some of this craziness. And then it has links to, hey, this is how this process works. So even his followers, who, if they're not just completely up his butt, can find out. Maybe. We'll see how this plays out. Hopefully today, by the end of the day before it becomes tomorrow, we will have a Speaker of the House that is not Hakeem Jeffries. It is not Hakeem Jeffries. Alrighty. The President of the United States has offered to send planes to get Americans out of Israel while this conflict is going on. Cool, right? Excellent. And on the face of that, we went, oh, wow, it's cool. People are stuck there and they're scared, and we have families here who are afraid for their family members in Israel. As a matter of fact, where I work, I heard a little girl talking to another little girl about a friend of hers who's in Israel, and she's been trying to get hold of her, and she's not been able to. And she's super worried about it. So we have a lot of people here in the States who have friends and relatives in Israel, and they're terrified for their safety, obviously. So the president, Joe Biden, is sending planes to bring folks home. Well, not all the way home. He's actually picking them up and taking them out of Israel and dropping them off, not home, but in Greece. They're airlifting them out of harm's way, but he's not bringing them home. However, there is a guy who's bringing them home, and his name is Ron DeSantis. Um, the story is from PJ Media. It says yesterday we reported that Florida Governor Ron DeSantis cut through the red tape to rescue Floridians trapped in Israel. What people didn't know was this. He's also planning to pick up non-Floridian Americans as well as those that Joe Biden dumped in Greece. On Monday night, DeSantis told Megyn Kelly, "We knew there'd be people that wanted to get back, many hundreds, maybe even more than 1,000, and they were not getting any luck with the State Department, with the embassy. So I did an executive order last week activating Florida emergency response to be able to pick up planes in there, bring planes in there, and take people back home." So we had the first plane of 271 on Sunday night. He added, noting that there were 91 children on board that plane. I had mothers that were stranded with 3 or 4 kids. We had one family with 10 kids, and they were just trying to get back to Florida. He explains that the rescues were not limited to Floridians. If there were people that are struggling to get to Georgia or New York or wherever, we're all Americans and we want to help people, but it's limited to Americans. The Biden administration is going to charge people for fleeing a war zone and then dump them in Greece. Now, yes, you can get on the plane, you can go to Greece, but you have to sign a piece of paper that says that you will pay for your trip to Greece afterwards. That is the most cynical, horrible, terrible thing that I can imagine. And then they're not even bringing you back to the United States. So, Florida, DeSantis has more flights coming. The next one will be Tuesday morning. That was yesterday morning. We're taking people from Israel, but they're also going to stop in Athens to pick up people that the federal government have stranded. They didn't pay for their hotels. They'd have to find some accommodation on where they were going to live, all that stuff, where they were going to stay. The Florida planes are going to stop in Athens, pick some of those folks up that the federal government dumped and stranded. And so we anticipate many hundreds more will be able to be rescued over the next couple of days, and we're happy to do it. He contrasted his actions with the Biden administration's open borders. You can come across the southern border, and the federal government will fly you across the country free of charge. They'll put you up in nice hotels, like in New York, at taxpayer expense. They're not charging the illegal aliens. Now, these people who are Americans who are stuck in a war zone. The federal government says, "Yeah, we'll get you out of there. We won't get you all the way home, though. Oh, and you have to pay for your flight to Greece." But I don't live in Greece. I don't know anybody in Greece. We have enough money to get. We just want to get home. Sorry, the best we can do for you. So DeSantis described how touched he was by the stories of families on the first rescue flight, which he met at the airport on late Sunday. When we greeted people and they were telling stories, it really brought it home. I mean, I had one mother point to her 6-year-old daughter, and my wife and I have a 6-year-old as well, he said. And she said that the daughter was saying, "Mommy, I don't want to hear rockets anymore. I don't want the rockets." So they were really, really excited to be back. Now, a lot of y'all can say whatever you want to say. You can say whatever you want to say. This, my friend, is leadership. My friend, this is leadership. So I'm really proud of my guy. I've made no bones about it. My guy. All right. Well, hopefully today we'll have a speaker. And frankly, I hope it's Jim Jordan. And frankly, if it's long, if it, I mean, as long as it's not Hakeem Jeffries, I'll probably be good with it. Well, it can't be AOC, and it can't be Steny Hoyer, or it can't be Nancy Pelosi either, or any members of the squad. Well, I guess it's got to be a Republican for me, doesn't it? Yeah. All right, we got to get out of here, maybe for somebody else. Thank you ever so much for everything you've done. You guys have been awesome this week. You guys have been on it. Share the lives, share the shorts. There'll be some shorts today for sure. Share the shorts. Let's get this rolling. We are at the horrible subscriber number of 666. I'd like to move that to 1,000 sometime this month. 1,000. That's a big goal for a micro channel like this one. But we have faith. I have faith in God. I have faith in you. I know that what we're doing is the correct thing, and I believe that what we're doing, how we're doing it, is the correct way. So if you would help us out, I would be highly appreciative. All right, so we got to get out of here and make room for somebody else. So until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We will see you when we see you. Bye-bye now.